Hey guys, how are you? I just wanted to make a little video about me and tell you my plunder story. First off, thanks for joining me and taking time out of your busy schedule to hear my story and watch my crazy videos. Today's not going to be too crazy, um, but I don't really know what all I'm going to go over, but I felt like I needed to share my story. So most of you know me. I'm a stay-at-home mom with my two boys, which the oldest is at Nana's tonight, so I'm borrowing his room to do my video in. I sell Norwex on the side, so that's my me time, some adult time. Not away from the kids most of the time. When I do a party or whatever. So that's kind of how I stumbled upon Plunder in a way. A month or so ago at church, a couple of ladies were having a conversation about a piece of jewelry that was really cool, and I was really interested into it. And I remember her saying that it was Plunder, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool. I've never heard of that." And a week or so later, I saw a lady post in a group of some sort I was in, and I messaged her and asked her, what's your website? I'd like to see what you guys have to offer. I have some ideas of some stuff that, upcoming holidays I'd like to order some stuff. And she had just signed up and she was new and she didn't really have any that much information. She said she would get back to me. So I was like, okay, thanks. So, a couple weeks go by and I posted in another group I'm in, and was looking through the comments of everybody else's comments, and I saw a lady selling Plunder, and she had a sale they were having, a picture of the sale, and I was like, oh wow, that's a really good sale, we all love sales. And so I was looking into it, and I was like, I contacted her, and I said, what do I need to do to get that sale? Do I order through your website? What do I do? And, for whatever reason, first off, I'm not a big jewelry person. I never really have been. I mean, I had the same earrings on for the past, 5 to 10 years. That Cody got me, my birthstone ring he got me when we first met. My wedding ring that's 5, 6 years old. And this Christmas he got me a really cool bracelet. But, I don't wear jewelry now with kids. I really don't wear jewelry. But, for this sale for one, and it was really cute, and I was just like, this is something I would like maybe to add to my collection of non-jewelry that I have. But so I started talking to this lady. Her name's Stephanie, and she gave me all the information, and she was like, would you like to host a Plunder party, Facebook party, because she's in a different state. You can earn host rewards. Well, through Norwex, I know how all this works, right? So I was like, negative. And I was being nice. I wrote my little message, and I was like, no. And before I could even go on, I erased it, and I wrote, sure, why not? Like, I know how hard it is to get parties. People are busy, and, people never heard of something. They don't want, to bug other people, invite them to parties and stuff. I understand that. So I thought, I'm going to help this lady out, because I know I've been in her shoes, and, I don't know anything about her, but I just felt led that, I'm going to help this lady out. So I said, sure, why not? So she's like, oh, okay, great. Well, by the way, if this is something that you're looking into or wanting to do, she gave me some more information about selling it. And the way she worded it was really nice. I wish I could look it up. She was like, I know I don't know if you would want to add another direct sales business, but if you are, here's the information. And I'm like, I'm too busy. I got kids. I got a house. I got so much stuff going on. I was like, I can't even focus on my Norwex most of the time. But before I could write that, I just felt led to look into it. And I was like, you know what? Send me the information. What's it going to hurt? Like, I'll look at it. And it's just like, I couldn't never not get into it, you know, like it was so interesting. And the more I looked into to what they had to offer, these jewelry items, I was just like, oh my gosh, it's so awesome. I know somebody that needs this, and I want to get this for this person, and I want this, and and so I looked into it, and I continued to talk with Stephanie. And she was so sweet, and she gave me every information, answered all my questions, and I was like, maybe I'm just gone crazy, like cuckoo crazy, because like I said, I don't even wear jewelry. Like, why am I even interested in this thing, right? Well, to back it up for a second, this year, I have some new goals, and being closer to God and letting Him have take control of my life. That's a really big one. And my goal is to read through the Bible this year with my church, which is awesome. If you guys don't have the U Bible app, you've got to get it. It's awesome. I have more info if you want it. But anyways, and so I was talking to Stephanie, and she's like, no pressure. Here's the information. Just let me know what you think. Well, I was like, it's really awesome. I love this stuff. I'll look into it, but give me some time. Like I said, I don't know Stephanie. And she was like, well, okay, if you want to talk about anything, let me know. I can call you. So it was, I'm super excited about this, but I'm like, why in the world am I even thinking about this? So it was time for baby to go down for a nap. And I was like, that is my quiet 5 minutes that I can, I feed him and lay him down. And Coulter knows to be quiet, so I get 5 minutes of rest, and that's when I pray. I know I have that 5 minutes of quiet prayer time. So I'm asking God, and I'm like, I don't know why I have such a yearning to do this. And if for some reason this is a door you're trying to open for me, to send me a sign, let me know. And I've never been good at hearing God or seeing or understanding what He wants from me. So I'm like, how do I know that this is what I'm supposed to do? I was like, let me know something. And I had looked at, so it costs to start, it's $100 to sign up to sell the jewelry. And I'm like, we don't have a lot of extra money. I don't have any extra money. We don't have a lot of money at all. But I had looked into our bank account right before I put him down for a nap, just to kind of know if it was possible. And like I said, we didn't really have any extra money. So when I was praying, I was like, send me a sign, right? I was like, if this is supposed to happen, you will make a way, and I'll know that this is what I'm supposed to do. And I know nothing about jewelry, but like I said, it was so awesome, right? So I put baby down for a nap, and I get pop up. Okay, I get Coulter all situated, and I was like, I'm looking into it more, and I go to check the mailbox. And when I get to the mailbox, there's a check in the mailbox. It was from one of my Norwex orders, and I was like, wow. Like, I didn't have money to do this, and I asked for a sign, and wow, like, there's money to do it. Like, just, here you go. Like, you ask and you shall receive. Like, if it hit me in the face, I don't know if I could have seen it more obvious, like, okay, well, it wasn't quite enough, it was, almost, but it wasn't like $100 flat, but it was pretty close. So I was like, well, we got the extra little bit to cover it or whatever. Well, and so I was like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. So I get real excited, and I look more into it, and I'm talking about it, and I'm like, and so when Cody gets home, I tell Stephanie, I'm like, I need to ask, talk to my husband, because, it's, I'm not doing it to make money, to become rich or nothing like that. Like, it's just something that I want. It's going to bless me, and I want to bless others with it. But, it's still a financial thing. I need to talk to my husband about it. So that night I told him all about it, and he just kind of laughed before I even told him exactly what I wanted. He knew what I wanted. And he was like, I don't care what you do. He's like, that's fine. If you want to go spend $100 on jewelry, if you want to go spend $100 to sign up to sell it, whatever. He's like, we just don't have the money right now. And I was like, well, that's understandable. I was like, you know, we're just, $20-30 short of it because I got a check in the mail today. And he was like, we probably should wait until I get paid, which is fine. It's just in a couple days. Well, I was talking to Stephanie, and there's a deal you get if you sign up in January. You get extra stuff. And I was like, oh, I don't want to miss out on the extra stuff. Like, that's more free jewelry. Like, this is so awesome. I don't want to miss out on it. So that night, I could not sleep. And I was doing my Bible study, and it was, like I said, you just ran into a stop sign, like, in your face, hello. And I was reading. It was actually in Galatians. I was reading. It was part of the read through the Bible in a year. And right there in front of me, the word plunder. Like, it's in the Message Bible, not the King James. But I was like, plunder. Like, really, like, I've never even heard this word, never used it. And all of a sudden, smack down in my face, it's in my Bible study. I was like, sign number 2. Like, okay, I really can't pass this up. Where can I get this extra $20-30 so I can not miss out on this awesome January extra stuff, right? Well, I'm like, even if I miss out on January, this is still something I need to do. But, me, I gotta get all cheap and I gotta get everything I can. Best bang for your buck. So as I was laying in bed not sleeping, I thought, hey, I have extra birthday money I put aside that I was going to spend later when I had a babysitter one day. I maybe could go get a massage or something for myself. So the next morning, in the middle of the night, it was like 4 a.m. I sent Stephanie a message and I'm like, I'm going to do this. Like, as soon as I can get to the bank, I'm signing up. I got to go put this money in the bank and I'm signing up. So I go and I put the money in the bank and I signed up to sell it. And it was just, I was so excited, right? I'm like, what do I do next? What do I do next? And I still felt, this was just day before yesterday. So, like, of course, I have no jewelry to show you or anything. It's on its way to the mail. But like I said, it's not about selling the jewelry. Like, I've already been blessed with a new best friend. Stephanie is awesome. She talked on the phone with me for like an hour. She has kids. She's home. Like, our faith in God is just so awesome. Like, we just, like, connected. Like, it was like your best friend that you never knew you had. Like, it was just, I was so excited, right? And then yesterday I was listening to 50K to Pray. It's a 21-day Bible study, prayer for your business that I'm doing. It's on Facebook and YouTube. She posts a video every day, and she has a little book to go through. And I was listening to her, and she was talking about this story that when she started out her company and her business, that her friend was, talking about, trust in God and be still and listen and, all this stuff. And she was like, yeah, I was talking to my friend and she was like, sorry, baby. She was like, you don't even know anything about this business. You're not even into it. Like, you know nothing. And I was like, that's so me. Like, I don't know nothing about jewelry. There's no way I could be a stylist. I know, like, what am I supposed to do? There's no way I'm supposed to do this. But God keeps showing me these signs. Like, hello, it's right there in another Bible study. So that's sign number 3. Like I couldn't say no if I wanted to, right? Because it just keeps getting put in front of me. And so I just wanted to share that story because I was just so excited, and God was just leading me to do this. And like I said, I don't know anything about jewelry. I'm not a fancy, like, this is church. This is fancy to me. I don't do makeup. I'm not girly girl. But this jewelry is like, it's unique and it talks to me, and I hope it talks to you, and I hope it can bless you guys as much as I'm hoping that we all just love it. And I'm just so excited to share it with you guys, and I wish it was here so I could show it to you. But tomorrow I'll post, tomorrow's the party, and I'll post some pictures and stuff on my website, and you can go look, and please, if you have questions or whatever, ask me. If I don't know, I'll definitely ask Stephanie. But when it gets here, if you want to see it in person, if you want to try it on or wear it or whatever, contact me. But like I said, it's not about the jewelry. It's about this new adventure of not selling jewelry, but being blessed, getting closer to God, and meeting friends along the way, and learning to trust Him and lean on Him and grow closer. And I'm just excited. I really don't know what else I'm supposed to be saying. I just wanted to share my story, and thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. And yeah, if you have questions, sorry I'm nervous, and I hope it made sense because I didn't practice. I just threw it out there. Let me read comments real fast in case somebody had a question. Beverly, thank you. Amber, so adorable. Yeah, I wish. Maybe the jewelry would make me adorable. Jessica, oh, thanks for yeah. I hope it made sense. The story. I'm crazy all the time. Can't wait to see the jewelry. Yay! I love you guys, and thanks again for your support. And just yeah. Okay, God is good all the time, right? All right, see you guys. Thank you so much.